Okay, so today we're going to work on our objective is that I can divide decimals. And today we're just going to use basic facts though. So that means like 7 times 6 is 42. So 42 divided by 6. So things that you should just know, the basic facts for multiplication. Not anything too crazy yet. Okay, so here's going to be our first problem. So we're going to write 9/10 divided by 3. So I want you to think about this. We're going to not think about the decimal. We're just going to think, what is 9 divided by 3? Or I can think backwards. 3 times what gives me 9? Well, I know 3 does. Okay, so there's that 3. We're just going to use our basic facts. And again, we're going to use that understanding that we used on our last lesson, that if it's in tenths, my answer has to be tenths. So I need to know that then my answer is in tenths because the original first number was in tenths, right? So if this is in tenths, then my answer has to be in tenths. But we're going to use our basic facts to kind of understand that. So let's try this one. We're going to think 24 hundredths divided by 4. So first I'm just going to forget about the decimal there, and I'm just going to think, what is 24 divided by 4? Or 4 times what gives me 24? Well, 4, if I count by 4, so I can go 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So you can count. So there's 6. So you can even use your fingers if you need to count by 4s there. So I know that the digit over here is 6. But I know 6 times 4 gives me 24, not 24 hundredths. So that means I need to add. I need to have this in the hundredths. So I'm going to add a 0. And so my answer is 6 hundredths. I didn't give you enough space there to write, did I? Or myself. Okay, so let's try even something a little bit bigger. 32 thousandths divided by 8 equals. So again, I'm going to think, get rid of the decimal for a second. What is 32 divided by 8? Right? And if I need to count by 8s, I'm going to count by 8s. 8, 16, 24, 32. So I have 4, so that means my answer is 4, or digit is 4 over here. But think about this. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 digits. So that means I need to have 3 digits here in my place. So if my original problem is in thousandths, my answer has to be in thousandths. So that's pretty much what we're going to do today. We're just going to continue with those basic facts and dividing them out. Let's try a different one. 1 and 5/10 divided by 5 equals. Well, I'm going to forget the decimal. I'm going to think 15 divided by 5. Well, that is 3, and I can't count by 5s, right? 5, 10, 15, that's 3. But my original problem was in tenths, so my answer must be in tenths. So I need to put a decimal and 0 and 3/10, right? So think about that. We're going to do one. I'm going to try one a little bit harder for you. If I did 3 and 15 thousandths divided by 5. Okay, so I'm going to chunk this, right? I see a 30. So I know 30 divided by 5 is 6. And I know 5 divided by 15 is 3. So 60 and 3 there. So my answer is 603 thousandths. So that, because that 15 is in the thousandths, that 3 has to go in the thousandths. So that means that 0 is there. So I'll erase that again and show you again how I did that. So this is 30 tenths. So that means I have a 6 in my tenths. This is 15 thousandths. That means I have to have the 3 in the thousandths. And what do I have to have in the center to show that there's nothing there? A 0. And then it has the thousandths. So if I didn't put that 0 there, you would be saying 63 hundredths. Okay, so that's what we're going to do for today, for today's lesson. And we're just going to continue to use basic facts and divide out.